What is up, Jamline? This is JamiroFan2000 here with yet another episode of the Wayback Machine, early JamiroQuai official sites, and Jamline fan sites. In this episode, I thought I'd talk about probably the oldest, and I do mean oldest, one of the oldest communication fan-made groups that started probably in parallel with the Funkin' site around 1996. But this was a group called the Jamline mailing list, and I believe I've talked about Jamline in a few other of my episodes, or a few of my other content here on my YouTube channel. But Jamline was probably one of the most major communication lifelines for the early days of the Jamline, specifically from 1996 all the way up to the year 2000. And 2000 would probably ultimately see the pretty much the just stop of the Jamline mailing newsletter. But this was a fan-made newsletter that emanated from Yahoo groups. And if you're not familiar with Yahoo groups basically was the early days of social media, the real bare bones of early social media, where you could go on to Yahoo groups and start your own group about whatever your topic was. And in the case of JamiroQuai, Jamline was started by several fans, like my friend Esby and a few other fans who basically emailed, using email and using early messaging of the early days of the internet to dispense the latest information concerning the band JamiroQuai, their album releases, merchandise, what have you. And Jamline got a big following on Yahoo groups. And as I said, Jamline only lasted from, I would say, probably 1999 through 2005. And then the Jamline pretty much ended after that point, because at that time, social media started blowing up and everybody started, or web publishing really started around that time, and social media was still in its infancy, but people were starting to go into web publishing and starting their own websites, like JamiroQuai, Funkin' site. Just a few examples of people going into web publishing and starting their own fan sites so they could dispense the JamiroQuai information about the band themselves and help further communications between the band and the fans. So yeah, I put a link from the Wayback Machine's website to the Jamline website to the Jamline group from Yahoo, so you can see for yourself. It's in the description of this video down below, so be sure to check it out. It's very interesting to go back and read all these amazing messages sent out by the people at Jamline to help other JamiroQuai fans stay in the know about their band and help new burgeoning JamiroQuai fans get into the band and discover for themselves why this band has lasted over 25 years in their amazing music and their amazing discography and their amazing everything. So be sure to check that out. And I'll see you again really soon with another episode of the Wayback Machine, early JamiroQuai official sites and fan sites, Jamline fan sites. Bye, everybody.